Okay guys, this is well, we got a thunderstorm yesterday and some more rain, so we're back to day one, no rain, and it is now 83 degrees out. But I figured I would give you a quick update as to the work and the progress that I'm doing and making in the yard. So you remember the trellis that I acquired? That one I had from before. This one is the new one that I acquired, along with that one that's backwards and a couple others. But what we're doing is walk down here a bit. I'm straightening out the plastic to try and fight off some of the roly-polies, pill bugs, or mealy bugs, whatever you want to call them. And then some of that dirt I have, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour on the back of that plastic to hold it down instead of having that brick and that dog in there, because then I can throw that dog away because it's garbage. But I'm going to dump some dirt here so it holds that plastic down, because this is where all our drainage is. And when we get bad rains, you see how all the water just washes all the soil down. You can see all those lines. That's where the water runs. And that's also why the front of the yard here is at such a slope, because it just runs under the porch, down here, and then out into the drive. So we're gonna put some dirt on the plastic behind the lattice. I'm gonna trim the lattice so that it fits and tack it up. Then we'll start moving some of our crops over here onto the plastic. I'm going to straighten this out and see if it's gonna fit. If so, I will lay that down, put a little bit of dirt on it to hold that down. This is where I'm going to be building I'm gonna lift up the ground so that it's level, because we're gonna probably have, I'm thinking it's gonna fit better is the cucumbers in the front and then the pumpkins in the back. But as you can see, pumpkins, cucumbers, pumpkins, cucumbers, they're getting big, and so they need to have their trellis set up, and they need to be in their trellis, growing up the trellis so we can harvest all the crops. The green beans, as you can see, we've got a yellow leaf. I think everybody needs to be watered, because now that we've got so much foliage, they're not getting a lot of water on their soil. So that's another job I have to do tonight. It is already 5 o'clock. So I've got lots of work to do and not a lot of sunlight to do it. I did see, let me see if I can find him again. I'll show you our new little friend. Where did you go, little friend? Well, I'm not exactly sure where she went, but we have all kinds of critters in the yard now. But we need those critters to pollinate. But anyways, off subject. I found a little friend just a few minutes ago when I was tending to the tomatillos, and it was a beautiful little ladybug. And yes, it was a ladybug. She was red. So she's really pretty. I was hoping that I could spot her again so I could show you, but I don't know where she went. She was on one of these leaves of the tomatillo, but she disappeared. I don't know where she crawled to, but anyways, so we got ladybugs. Ladybugs are good, because if you have a ladybug, that means that it will lay eggs, and when it lays eggs, all the ladybug larvae eat aphids and other little critters. So we got a ladybug. I'm excited. We also have a bunch of wasps, which are flying around everywhere, and I'm trying to stay out of the sun because the sun is scorching. It's hotter today than it's been in a while. And since all the rain, it's been very mucky and humid and hard to breathe because it's so humid. But it is beautiful, warm, and sunny, so we can't complain about that. I'll show you all the deadheads we've got over here. Every day, come out and check the marigolds, deadhead all the deadheads so that the marigolds continue to put off more flowers. I did finally get all of the peppers in pots, the asparagus in a bigger pot, all the peppers up there. You can see that now the only little black containers on this shelf with plants in them are sprawling plants that are going to stay in those little bitty containers. It's okay if they get root bound, they're comfortable with that. And that is bee balm and peppermint. So we're getting out of the sun so they can stay in those buckets. And then I'll try and propagate some for this winter and just see how long we can keep it growing, and propagate that and bring part of it into the house for propagation, keep it there winter, and then should be able to clip it again and propagate to put outside. We're hoping anyway. So with all of that being said, I have so many minutes, so many hours left of this day and a lot of work to do. I was very lucky that the maintenance man has a wheelbarrow that he's going to allow me to borrow tonight. It's actually over there next to the dirt, so that I can start hauling some of this dirt and get it over here to this side of the house and start getting this taken care of. So there's a lot of work to do yet, and I'm just gonna plug away at it and hopefully get as much done as possible before the sun goes down, or I just get too tired. So I thought I seen my ladybug, but it was just a leaf from one of these marigolds. Here, I'll show you. These are marigolds, and these ones are almost ready to be deadheaded. By morning they will. See, this is full bloom. These are looking a little shabby. So I just clipped the onion. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, here, I just deadheaded a marigold earlier today. So yeah, you just deadhead them and then they will put off all kinds of more blooms. You can see there, that one's got a bunch of blooms on it. I don't know if you can really see them. The camera's not zooming in. See the little blooms there and there. There's one over there. So yeah, you cut the heads off of them and then they grow more flowers and continue to fight off the bugs. You come out here and whack them around a little. I just kind of smack them a bit, and you can smell the fragrance of the marigolds. It's so pretty. I was just walking up towards the door and I was walking on the porch towards the door to go in the house for a drink of water, and I could smell my dill. Oh, it's so nice to be able to smell your crops. And you know, if you've been watching me for any time, you guys all know how much I absolutely love smelling the herbs. So so we got a lot going on. Here you can see the tomatillos. This one plant is putting off a whole bunch of them, and then this plant just has flowers. Now I did have these two swapped, so I think the wind was blowing and pollinating all of this guy when he was over there. And so now I've swapped them, hoping that the pollen from this one will swap and get over here so we can get some tomatillos off of this guy. And that way we'll be able to make quite a bit of salsa, because you use those in salsa, I guess. So the neighbor across the way, the Mexican lady, she's going to show me how they make Mexican salsa with the tomatillos. So I'm really excited about that. So anyways, like I said, everything is growing well. I've got lots of work to do while we don't have any rain. I think they're calling for rain again tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be like 85 or 87 or something. Excruciating hot. So I'm just out here getting as much done as I possibly can while I can. And hopefully it'll stop raining and stop raining for a week so that I can get more done And hopefully the heat's not too bad. I mean, you can already see I'm sunburned. It doesn't hurt because I've been out here so much. So I'm good. And the storms are just coming through, raining a lot. Sometimes they make the thunder. Sometimes we'll get lightning. But as far as the tornadoes you guys have been hearing about and everything, we're fine. So nothing major has come through and hit our town or hit the trailer park here or us. So we're all safe and doing well. So that's what I've got for you right now. Like I said, I'm running out of daylight hours. It finally cooled off a little bit so I can get out here, and I just acquired the wheelbarrow for the evening. So I'll try and get as much done as I possibly can. Front yard is still half done, but half not done, but I'm working on it. A lot of the dirt has been so wet that it's sticking to the rake, so I'm not able to rake it out and level it. But it's getting there little by little, and that's pretty much all we can do. So I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm working on trying to get more out little by little. I'm doing posts here and there showing the progress and things I'm doing. I'm going to start trying to do, well, not now. Well, I might try to, but it's kind of half done already. But I want to try and start posting some before and after pictures so that you guys can see the before, what I've done, and then the after, probably ones in between with progress. I don't know. We'll see how much we can get done. It takes a lot of time to do a video and then come out here and try and get more done. Especially when I get moving, then I just want to continue moving and I don't even think about doing videos. So thank you all for your dedication of watching me, subscribing to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Today is the 2nd day of June, by the way. And so I'm also got a list of things to do because now is the time to start. If I'm going to get any stalks, I need to start the corn. I got to start the successions for the pumpkins and the cucumbers in case we get parasites. I'd like to start some more green beans because the one plant just isn't looking too good. Oh, but look at here. Can you see that? That is a cucumber tendril, and the tendril actually grabs a hold of the trellis and helps it climb. So that's a sign that I got to get my butt to work and get more accomplished because they're ready to start climbing. So we've got to get them on their trellis and so they can succeed. So anyways, thank you again for watching. Remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and I will see you on the next video. And now it's time for me to get to work. Until then, ciao now.